Have you ever checked into a hotel only to feel like you're not alone? I did. And what started as an innocent stay quickly turned into something straight out of a nightmare. From strange whispers in the dark to objects moving on their own, I experienced firsthand why this hotel is rumored to be haunted. This is my story. But beware. Once you hear what happened, you may never want to stay in a hotel alone again. Everything seemed normal when I first arrived. The lobby was elegant but eerily quiet. The receptionist barely made eye contact as they handed me my key. "You're in room 306, they said in a hushed tone. I later found out that room 306 had a dark history, one I wish I had known before I stepped inside. The hallway leading to my room felt unusually cold, the kind of chill that seeps into your bones. The number plate on the door looked oddly worn, as if it had been replaced many times. When I stepped inside, the air felt heavy, almost oppressive. Something wasn't right. That night, as I lay in bed, I heard it, a whisper, faint, unintelligible, like a conversation happening just beyond my reach. At first, I dismissed it, thinking it was coming from another room, but as I focused, I realized something chilling. I was the only guest on this floor. The whispers continued, growing louder, taking on a desperate, pleading tone. I pressed my ear against the wall, and my heart nearly stopped. It wasn't coming from the next room, it was coming from inside the walls. I jumped back, my pulse racing. Was I imagining things? Or was something trapped here, trying to speak? By 2 a.m., the temperature in my room dropped suddenly. I pulled the blanket tighter, but then the chair in the corner began to rock, slowly at first, then faster until it abruptly stopped. I held my breath, listening, straining for any sound, and then I felt it, a pressure on the edge of my bed, like someone had just sat down. My chest tightened and I couldn't move. The air grew thick, suffocating. I willed myself to reach for my phone, to turn on the flashlight, but something held me in place. I was paralyzed, whether by fear or something else I couldn't tell. Morning felt like an eternity away, but I couldn't stay in bed. I needed to shake off the terror. I stepped into the bathroom, turned on the tap, and splashed cold water on my face. But when I looked up, I froze. The mirror was fogged from my breath, and within the condensation, a shadowy figure stood right behind me. I spun around, but the room was empty. I was alone. But then the lights flickered, and a deep scratching sound echoed from inside the walls. My skin crawled. Whatever was in this room, it wasn't done with me. I had barely slept when I woke up to something new. The hotel notepad on the desk had a message, one I didn't write. "Get out now." My blood ran cold. The writing was jagged, desperate, as if someone had written it in a hurry. My hands trembled as I packed my bags, every instinct screaming at me to leave. As I stepped into the hallway, I felt it, a presence behind me. I turned my head slightly and caught a glimpse of a shadow disappearing into the wall. My heartbeat pounded in my ears as I ran to the lobby. The receptionist, now looking solemn, simply nodded. "You saw them, didn't you? I never found out who or what was with me in room 306. Some say spirits linger where tragedy struck, trapped in places they once called home. Others believe that hotels with so many passing souls become a crossroads between the living and the dead. Whatever the case, one thing is certain. I'll never stay there again. Would you? Hotels are meant for rest and comfort, but some offer something more. A glimpse into the unknown, a whisper from the other side. Have you ever stayed somewhere that felt wrong? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this chilling tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying encounters from Secrets of the Undead. Stay curious and stay cautious.